my people, my friends, I'm going to start us off with some honesty. Now, this will all make sense, so I need you to follow along, right? Has anyone fallen asleep on the wheel? I did, right? But thankfully, I managed to wake up just in time to stop myself from hitting a huge four-wheel drive. Now, what scares me more than actually hitting the four-wheel drive is when someone my age says that they couldn't really be interested in politics around them. Now, politics, people have this idea that it's confined to Canberra. No. Politics is everywhere. It's a sentient being, it's a thing. It's in the classroom, it's in the home, it's all around you. The moment your mum wins an argument over your dad, that's home politics. The moment the school board has decided to move a bubbler from area A to area B, that's school politics. Now, politics isn't really most kids' thing. And if it was your thing, it's probably not likely. If you've never been into it, you're not going to get into it. And it's just like how some kids are petrolheads, They'll tell you the inside and out of a car, back and forth, but I know a car turns on and I know a car turns off. And if it doesn't turn on, there's something wrong with it. But these kids who are actually into it will tell you everything. I know makeup is applied to the face, but a female friend will tell me ins and outs of nude by nature. But this vast contrast of interest is really apparent in a stage 1 politics class. There are kids that sit up at the front, they get really hot and bothered over this, and there are kids that sit in the back who are just like, yeah, I need to fill in another class. But the truth is, we as the young have got to maintain even a slight amount of interest in the politics around us. Politics is overcomplexified. There's all these jargonic terms added on top of it. Conservatism, liberalism, Labour, liberal, wow, all this. But the truth is, it's just decision-making. Politics is decision-making. It's what you want, what I want, and what the largest and loudest voices getting what they want. Now, I firmly believe the people of America fell asleep behind their wheel last year. They smashed head-on into the four-wheel drive and didn't wake up in time. Some people call this the Trump administration. Now, they are able to get out and protest all they want, but the truth is they weren't able to wake up when it mattered. 50% of their population didn't rock up to vote. And guess what? Which 50% did? The uneducated. They were unable to wake up when it mattered most. So no matter how much they protest now, Trump has many years of governance because people did not heed the alarm of democracy. UK, now they smashed into the four-wheel drive at a gentler speed late last year. We call this Brexit. Now, the old had their way there as well because the young didn't turn up to vote as much. It was clear that the young wanted to remain in the EU, have the same opportunities their parents had, to travel across Europe freely, to work, and to experience the same opportunities their parents had. But because they didn't turn up, the old had their way. And through Brexit, they smashed into that Pajero. What I'm trying to get at is politics is that deadly four-wheel drive in front of you. And for our silence, we are forced to accept the mistakes of our fair parents, and we lose our right to make our own mistakes. When Trump was elected, the old had their way. When Brexit happened, the old had their way. When Australia refuses to recognise marriage between a man and a man, the old are having their way. The moment the young don't care, can't be bothered, or simply can't be stuffed. You are telling on behalf of all of us that the old can have their way. And by you not paying attention, you give away your voice. And oh boy, there is someone willing to take your voice for you. Just like how you wouldn't let your parents pick your own clothes, the choices these people make on your behalf are rarely like to be the choices you have made yourself. Divided you and me beg. Together, you and me bargain. Behind many great changes, there's been the youth or a younger or a newer thinking person going, I don't want to adapt. There's a better way we can do this. A revolution is defined as a struggle between the old order and the new. Now, I turned 18 a few weeks ago, and I look to the left and I look to the right, and I think, tell me you don't belong to the new order. There's a better way we could do a lot of things. Politics has decided everything, almost everything. From the place you were born, it could have been a public hospital. It's the very room we sit in today, a public room in a public school. It's everything. Now, all this talk about political awareness actually came a few weeks ago when a few kids came up to me and told me that they won't be able to play two square in the home economics area. Now, one of the kids had hit a teacher with a ball and the other had smashed a window. Details. But the truth is they were being banned from playing there. Now, I was told in private that this matter should be dropped and it's not important. Truth is, one of the kids didn't want to stay silent. He was awake. He was awake on the wheel, and he made a petition to keep playing where they were playing. Another boy made a post, and I shared it using the SRC Facebook page. Now, no one paid any attention to any of this as usual, so we thought we were just pissing in the wind. A local organisation shared our post. Mere minutes later, a few hours later, the ABC contacted Serge, one of our kids who posted, and he appeared on the radio station to plead our case. And the principal, the old one, bless him, he caved, you know? Just because we wouldn't stay quiet. What we asked for was, in hindsight, slightly unreasonable, but he caved, you know? And the kids still are playing two square where they've always played. Just because one kid just couldn't keep quiet about it. The school board, the school, the principal, it's all we fear, it's all we revere. These large organisations and structures, why would they listen to a couple of kids? And to see it just slightly on that occasion bend to our will because we wouldn't stay quiet. It all leads me to that African saying, if you're too small to make a difference, you have not spent a night with a mosquito. Make a post, get angry, get out there, join a party, heck, make a party. Just stay awake in the politics around you. You don't have to be involved in politics or like politics, just don't stay silent in the politics around you. See ya.